They say the best gun for hunting coyotes is a Remington 223. Well, the Avs decided to bring an RPG, and it worked out pretty well. Avs win 7-1 over the Arizona Coyotes to take a 3-1 series lead. Well, how the turntables. This is what an Arizona Coyotes game looks like when their goaltender doesn't stand on their head. Another complete beatdown for the Colorado Avalanche. This time the puck just went in the net for them. Let's not waste any more time because I have 7 Avs goals to get to and an Arizona one as well. The Avs outshot Arizona 12-3 in the first period. Just complete and utter dominance, top to bottom, honestly. And it was just that finally broke through. The Avs pouring it on. Eventually, the one line who did not yet have a goal in the playoffs gets one. Cole is in a battle along the boards at his own blue line here, and Belmar swoops in and helps win that puck battle to get the Avs going the right direction. Just chips it up ahead to the very speedy Matt Nieto, allowing him to win a race. And all of a sudden, Calvert has jumped up into the play as well to make it a 2-on-1. Nieto goes to Calvert pretty early, leaving the open option for Calvert here. He could fire this puck. He could go back to Nieto. He opts with a nice little fake, even gets the leg kick in there, and then does go back to Nieto. It's not a great pass. Leads Nieto a little bit far. Nieto, the left-handed shot on the right side of the ice. But Nieto's able to control it with his skate and just kind of knock it into the net with the direction from his skate. They managed to make a high-quality opportunity look greasy, but that's the exact type of goal you would expect out of that line. And it gets the Avs in Darcy Kemper's head early. And as soon as the first one went in, all of a sudden the Kemper magic just disappeared out of this game. Arizona would take a penalty just a little bit later, and the Avs would immediately jump on the blood in the water. And all of a sudden this game was blown wide open. McKinnon with the puck along the near boards is going to try and hit Kadri in the middle. Kadri's going to have to work hard here to maintain possession and get this puck back to the point, but he does a good job of doing so, and this is a play that I love. Kadri has dragged himself out to the near boards here and now gets to circle back and cut through the middle. Just this movement, it's not a ton, but it gets a lot of the job done. It forces Arizona to move as well. So as the Avs are moving the puck around, and they do eventually work things back over to McKinnon, total chaos. The forwards have now far overcommitted to the far side, leaving 3 Avs in deep with only 2 Arizona defenders on the power play. McKinnon holds on to this one. Honestly, might have liked to see him shoot it, but he sends it back to the point where Rantanen actually is the man up high firing this puck. Nice shot. It does get saved initially, but creates a rebound. Avs have both players right in front. Landeskog, the first one to touch it, who makes a beautiful little touch across. Not sure how intentional it was, but it worked out beautifully. And Kadri is sitting there with an easy game goal on that one. So right there, the Avs are feeling good. They're up 2-0 early and have Arizona way out of their comfort zone, but feeling good was not the goal. The Avs wanted to make a statement and put Arizona down. 3 minutes later, it's deja vu all over again as Arizona takes another penalty, and we see a very similar goal from Kadri. Not really a ton to break down on this goal. McKinnon's going to get this puck and remind the Arizona Coyotes that he is, in fact, one of the best skaters in the league. Go from his blue line all the way, beating everyone to the net, getting a good shot off, but initially it does get saved by Kemper. He does a good job with the stick to interrupt McKinnon cutting across. Problem is, all of the Arizona defense is slow, crashing back down. Overcommit on the near side to McKinnon, overcommitted on the far side to McKinnon. Oh no, no one's in the slot except for Nazem Kadri, and he rips this one up high, 3-0. These aren't the type of goals that are going to make it on Kadri's all-time best goals list or anything, but they're still quality, and they still get the job done. Kadri now sitting at 9 points in the playoffs as he adds another assist later in this game, tied for second in the NHL for playoff points. The dude continues to be an absolute beast. The Avs take that 3-0 lead into the first intermission, and everybody is feeling comfortable and confident. I'd like to say the second period was more competitive, given Arizona was down 3-0, but honestly, it really wasn't that much more competitive. Arizona barely managed to get any offense going, and the Avs just kept on trucking. From here on out, for the Avs, it pretty much became a game of who else can we get confident and rolling. First up, the man returning from injury in this series, Jonas Donskoi. Arizona missed a shot that rimmed the boards, but they collect and hold in the offensive zone. You'll notice, though, Arizona may be a little bit lazy getting back into their offensive zone positions. On the other hand, Burakovsky, not lazy at all, charging the puck hard, and is able to get a piece of it, which suddenly creates chaos as Kadri's able to pick up the puck. Donskoi is jumping up into the play as well, and Burakovsky's speed has just carried him through to the neutral zone where no one is keeping up with him. So, off of the rush, the Avs just blast up with speed. Donskoi nearly has a breakaway here, but fumbles the puck a little bit, which causes things to slow down. On the one hand, it's not a breakaway. On the other, Donskoi going flat out all the way up the ice creates a 2-on-1 out of this situation. Burakovsky holding, waiting, looking. You know the drill. Makes a very nice pass here. Doesn't try to do anything too fancy. Just goes under the stick. Donskoi just waiting to put an easy one into the back of the net. 4-0 Avs. Kemper would play out the rest of the second period, but really that was curtains for him as they would pull him for the third. And that 4-goal lead is where you start to get pretty darn comfortable and think that the game is probably over. The thing is, Arizona made it a 3-goal game again just a couple minutes later, which on the one hand, yeah, it's a bit of a bad mark on the sheet as the Avs failed to get the shutout in a dominant game. But on the other, it made it a 3-goal game again, which means the Avs got to come out and continue just crushing in the third period a bit later. Either way, when you're up 4-0, if you give up 1 goal, especially on the power play like this one happens to be, not really that big of a deal. It's a good time to give one up to a team that has been awful on the power play. Arizona gets control initially off the face-off and work it around the perimeter a bit. Initially, an aggressive Avs forecheck here kind of puts pressure on them with Jost and Comfer, but that breaks down pretty quickly and eventually leaves a little bit too much room for Chychrun to walk in with. Grubauer does get to see this shot the whole way, so in a perfect world, you'd like to see him stop it, but again, if you're not going to make this save, it's a 4-0 game. That's the time to do it. Credit to Chychrun there as well. That's a great shot. Grubauer maybe saves it some of the time, but when you shoot it that well, sometimes it goes in. So the goal went in. The Avs get out of the second period without any more damage done and head off into the third. The third period could have gone any number of ways, and I think the vast majority, like 99 times out of 100, the Avs win it, but they wanted to make sure. Just in case you forgot, the Avs have that pretty good rookie guy on their back end. This puck gets fired out of the Avs' own zone and gets caught up around the red line in the neutral zone, but eventually the Avs are able to come away with it, and Cale Makar picks it up in stride, coming through that neutral zone, and he just takes off. We watched McKinnon do this exact play in the first period, and he says, you know what, I think I'd like to try that. Goes for the coast-to-coast, absolutely murders Alex Goligoski. I mean, made him look a fool there. Gives himself a clean lane, gets hooked on the play. There's going to be a call coming, and he doesn't even care. He just fights through it, goes to the short side, goes to the backhand, gets Antti Raanta to open up the 7-hole, and just slips it between the blocker. Disgusting. A fourth-line goal, a Kadri goal, a power play goal, a Makar goal, a depth goal that isn't the fourth line. Yeah, that's a bingo. Defense might win championships, but it turns out you have to be able to play offense too. Avs just keep the beat down up as Denim Daddy Matt Calvert got an assist earlier in the game. This time he wants a finish. Graves pinching in on offense here. It's Nathan MacKinnon covering back for him, who eventually gets the puck, and then he continues to just do Nathan MacKinnon things, casually skating faster than everyone, circling the offensive zone just because he can. He eventually gets down deep and finds Matt Calvert in a tight little spot net front. The initial shot actually gets saved, but creates a rebound. Perfect Calvert style. He bats the second one home. Don't give that man 2 opportunities. So, when is Jorts Day at the DNVR bar? That was game, set, match right around the corner, hopefully coming on Wednesday. Arizona got a little bit chippy, initially down 6-1, but Nathan MacKinnon straight up beat up Christian Fischer after Lawson Krause put a hit on Cale Makar, and that pretty much put an end to any of that. That gave the Avs a 4-minute power play near the end of the game, and why not just get the Brazil? I mean, it's right there. Everybody wants the tacos. Go for it. After the last handful of highlight reel goals, this one is almost kind of boring. The Avs just work the puck in deep. Rantanen is able to get in and pick it up. Tries for a nifty little play, but it just doesn't quite connect out front and trickles through. Arizona then biffs it as well, allowing Landeskog to get it back up to the point, and Eric Johnson, who just fires one on net. It's the power play, and EJ's out there. So, yeah, that's where this game is at this point. Rantanen, great job cutting across. Perfect screen, perfect timing, and perfect hands to get a tip on this one, and it's 7-1. That's your final score. The Avs go up 3-1. There was certainly nothing left in that game, and to be honest with you, I just don't think there's much left in this series either. Again, the Avs have clearly proven to be the better team. They just need to go out there on Wednesday and finish the job. And to be honest with you, I expect Arizona to have nothing left in the tank. Surely, the Avs are going to face some tougher competition, certainly when it comes to offense coming from the other team in future rounds, assuming they get there. But this is the team that everyone believes can win the Stanley Cup. When they play like this, watch out. You're going to lose to them a lot. Hey, remember that time where I always forget this now? Yeah, the Avs hit 2 posts again in this one because that's just what they do. That is the end of this game video review. Thank you for watching, and head on over to thednvr.com. Check out all of our other content there. If you really like the YouTube stuff, make sure to hit that subscribe button on this channel. That's all I got for you. I'm Rudo, and the Avs are just good.
Avalanche time, come on.